Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We are going to do a cash stuffing today. So just myself got paid on Friday. I got paid $767. That is with the new raise. So that's awesome. We've been typically between $650 and $700. So hopefully we'll be able to stick around the $750 each week. That would be great. So we are going to stuff a little bit less than that though. So we did put $200 in the savings account for our savings for May's bills. We are a month ahead, so we are saving for May, so $200 went into the bank for that. And then we did make a $58 debt payment for this paycheck. So if I have it, I will definitely put a screenshot up there as well. And I do want to mention we did get our security deposit back. It was actually $1,000. I don't know where I thought $2,000, but it was $1,000. So I did actually put that towards my student loan as well. So we put $1,058 yesterday towards my one student loan that is actually being still accruing interest and stuff. My other ones I have been deferred by the government, but I'm still paying on one of them. So that's what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and jump into our cash stuffing real quick. Like I said, we were going to stuff $509. I did take a little bit of money out already. My husband and I and son ran some errands today. So I did pull out some money already, and I'll kind of go over that as we go. So let's go ahead and count what we are going to stuff. So we have $100 here. And then you guys know how terrible my memory is. So we're going to grab a calculator. 51.50 in 50s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 in 20s, $10, and then 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are stuffing $399 today. So we did take out $50 already for gas. So my husband put gas in the Jeep. And then I did take out $60. We went to Target and grabbed some diapers and stuff like that for Mason. So that was $110. So that's about right? So let's add $110. Yeah, $509. Perfect. Yeah, so that's the only thing I took out. So we will stuff the rest of this. All right, and guys, check out my nails. I love them so much. I'm hoping you can tell they are like a lavender color, and then they have like a chrome powder on these, which make it look kind of glittery. Oh, I love them so much. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's jump into it here. So the first ones we're going to work on is my wallet here. So this is the Bella Taylor wallet. I have an Amazon link down below. But the back of it has all these different sections here for cash, and then this front part here that is has this little lock closure right here. That is where my cards and licenses and that kind of thing. So, okay, so for groceries, we're going to put $150 into groceries. And we did not have much money left at all. Well, I guess we did, but we did eat a lot. We ordered a lot of delivery this week. It was a really hard week for my husband and I just had no motivation to cook. I'm really struggling with our meal plans and the weight loss and all that. So it was a really unmotivating week. So we ended up ordering a lot of takeout. So I actually just took all of our grocery money and I'm putting it back in the bank to offset the charges that we did with dining out. So, which is unfortunate. I want to get better about that. Gas, we're going to skip. Restaurants, we are going to do, let's see, $30 in restaurants. So a 20 and a 10. That will go into restaurants. And then our animals, let's see. Yeah, pet care is getting 40. We did use the pet care recently to buy dog food, so I imagine cat food and cat litter are coming up here soon. We did have $2 left in miscellaneous. We'll go ahead and set that out here. So miscellaneous is still getting a 20 like usual. And then Mason already got his money. That's what we bought with diapers and everything today. I am not getting any spending money. I do still have a gift card. And then back there is typically like, I use this back spot here for more of like a transient area. So if I know I'm going to buy a birthday present, I'll put the birthday money back there. And then I know that that's what it's there for. And then when I get home, if there's anything left, I'll take it out of there and put it back in the birthday envelope. I just don't want to carry the binders with me. Okay, but that is our wallet. So we're good there. So let's jump into our binders. I actually told my husband today, I think I want to redo my binders again. And he's like, again? Did you just do that? Yes, I did. And I really do like these plastic ones. Like I like the way they look, but I just fight with these every time to try and get them to stay open during videos and stuff, and it's so frustrating. So I think I'm gonna get something like, so I still have one of my old, like these leather binders. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these and do like a black, a white, I think one of this like mossy minty green color I really like, and go with these because I think these are a little bit easier. So these are like old envelopes I'm not using right now, but like you see that they just lay so much better for videos, whereas these clear ones, they look pretty, but they are such like, you really have to really bend them backwards on themselves to get them to stay, and a lot of times they still don't stay, as you can see. So I don't know, I'm gonna hold on to them, and that way, you know, as I get maybe my family into more cash envelopes and stuff, maybe I'll gift those to them. I do have some extra envelopes and stuff, so I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing, is buying like a black one, a navy one, like this mossy, really pretty green color. I haven't decided all the colors yet, but so I think I'm gonna end up replacing all these plastic PVC ones with those faux leather ones. So, all right, anyways, let's jump into our cash envelopes here. So these black spine binders are the ones for me, my husband, my son, and I, excuse me. So date night, we're not gonna do anything with, but nails, I am gonna put a little bit of money into nails. We're gonna do $20 in nails. There we go. That is the one thing I do for myself. I mean, hair I get done every 6 months, maybe. But nails is the only thing I really consistently do for myself. And it's nice to go see my nail girl and chat with her and that kind of thing. It's a social thing for me too. I'm actually not a very good selfish. I'm not a very good social person. I am very much a homebody, and I have very little patience for a lot of people. I think that's why I'm not good with working with the public anymore. But let's add a 5 to health. But I'm trying to get out there a little bit, so talking to my nail girl all the time and stuff is nice. So we just added 5. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 18 in health. This is just for our kind of monthly prescriptions, stuff like that, if we need it. All right, clothing. I did skip that this week. Hair, we are going to add $5. Let's see. I think everybody's been caught up on their haircuts, so I think we're just going to keep on saving for the next one. So we have now $10 in our hair envelope. In case you missed my last maybe 2 videos ago, I did actually take out a lot of the envelopes I had, and we're just going to really stick towards focusing on debt and a savings challenge, because some of those, like the car maintenance and the, what else did I take out? Actually, I could probably pull my envelopes out, but I pulled out quite a bit just because I would rather, sorry, I just shook the camera. We have a decent savings account to be able to help us with any of emergencies in those areas. So ultimately, I'd love to have a huge house maintenance fund, but we have enough where if we had an emergency in those areas, like vet, things like that, we could cover it. So I'd rather take the money that we've been trying to put towards that and put it towards other things, mainly debt and savings challenge. And the savings challenge, to be honest, is going to just kind of replace what we spent buying the house and doing all that kind of stuff in the last few weeks or months, I should say. So that's kind of where it's going to go. That's the plan, at least for now. We'll see. Okay, Mason's birthday. We're not going to add anything, actually, so I could probably put this back. But Mason does have $500 in the high yield for his birthday, and then $5, $10, $11. So we have $511 for Mason's birthday. His birthday is in September, so we put aside, I think it's $50 every time my husband gets paid for Mason. So we'll be at close to $1,000 by the time his birthday comes around, which is great. Christmas, we are doing really well on as well. Let me actually see if it's time to put a milestone in the bank. Let's see where we're at. We might not quite be at 500 yet. Let's see, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73. Yeah, we're not quite there at our 500 mark yet. So once we hit 500, we will put that in high yield as well. Okay, so we are done with the black spine binders. Let's jump into, I'm sorry if you hear my dogs. There's an airplane outside. All right, let's jump into the rose gold, which is more of for other people and for services. So birthday, let's make sure my screen doesn't go to sleep. Birthday, we are going to add $5. All right, so that is a loosey-goosey 5. That is terrible. 20, 25, and 30. $30 in birthday. I might have to spend that 5 instead of giving it to somebody. Cake funds, we're not going to put anything in there. Cake funds is for cakes that I make for my families, just so it doesn't have to come out of our grocery bill. Gifts, nope, nothing in gifts either. Quick and easy. All right, so that is that one. And then one more right here. This is our services one. So Amazon Prime, I believe, yep, we are going to add $2 to Amazon Prime. All right, so 1 and 2. I hope you guys had a great and safe Easter. If you celebrate, hope you had a great long weekend. Hopefully you guys had a long weekend. My son has seemed to really enjoy the Easter egg hunting. He's 2.5, so he is definitely competitive in the egg hunting, just like I am. So they laughed. I feel like we're gonna have a referee and a line where the parents can't cross, kind of like a sport, to keep me reeled in, because I will. I won't say I'll hesitate, but I would hesitate maybe a little bit to stick my foot out there to trip my niece, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that, but it's very competitive. Apparently it's very obvious to other people that I'm competitive in egg hunting, and I always thought it was just normal. I want to get all the eggs. So I do think we need to do an adult version, which would be super fun. So I'm trying to get everybody to pitch in and do like $10 as an entry fee per adult, and then do like cash prizes in the eggs and that kind of thing. I think it would be super fun. So let me know if you've ever tried doing an adult egg hunt. I'd love to know. Okay, Amazon Prime, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. 54 in our Amazon Prime. All right, dog grooming. Nope, nothing in dog grooming for this week. Childcare, we are not stuffing either. We're going to wait on that. Home maintenance. I think we are doing home maintenance today. Yes, we are going to do $100 in home maintenance. We are working on a project. We are actually taking 2 of the Ivar cabinets from IKEA, and we are redoing them as like a side table, or not side table, but like sideboard buffet type thing in our living room. Mason has a ton of toys, so I'm trying to corral them. So if they don't fit in the storage ottoman, or the cabinet, then they need to be upstairs in the playroom, because I just don't want to trip over toys and don't want them to be an eyesore downstairs. So we're working on that now. So that's kind of where some of this money goes, is, wood is just so expensive nowadays. All right, home maintenance has 51, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61. We have 161 in home maintenance. We were going to go to Lowe's today, but it's just so rainy, and I don't really want to spend the money on the wood that we need right now, so we're going to skip that. Yard maintenance, we're also going to skip as well. My husband just did the yard this weekend, and I think we're going to go with that for now. If it becomes out of hand for him, then maybe we'll get somebody involved to do our yard. So, all right, that is our services binder. Last one is our long-term binder. This has like Mason's long-term savings, our retirement, bills. I think this is our savings challenge binder. And then, we have some debt money. Forgot about that. All right, so for Mason, we're not going to put anything in there right now. Retirement, we're not going to do anything either. I've kind of paused retirement. As of right now, there's some money in there, but I've paused it for now just so we can keep working on some other goals we have. Bills, we're not going to do anything with, because we actually just move all the bills to the savings account. As we get paid, a certain amount of that money will go into the account, or in the savings account for our bills. And at the end of the month, I will take the total amount that I need for bills, bring it back to the checking account, and pay everything. Usually, I used to pull it out in cash, and I just don't want that much cash in the house. It's a little over $4,000, I think, for all of our bills, and I just don't want that in the house. God forbid something happen. So, all right, so this is savings challenge. So we have 20 already in here, and then for savings challenge, we are doing 22. So 20 and 2. All right, so let's grab our little book here. So this book is the one I got off of Amazon. I don't know if I think I explained this in the last video. I'm very much a color in order type of person. Jumping between things really stresses me out. So I'm starting at the first page and I'm going to work my way back. And I believe they do get harder as you go farther back. There's some more difficult ones, but these are like hundreds and 300s, 1,000, and then you get into 2,500s. And I definitely think there's like 15,000. Yeah, there's a lot back there. So that's definitely more long term, but I'm just going to keep cruising on what we have. So let me grab a highlighter here. And so we are putting 22, which is the total of this next row here. Oh goodness. All right. So 7, 8, 14, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right. So let's color these in. And I used to love coloring. I was a big coloring person growing up. I used to only want to color with crayons though, and I would color all the edges or like outline everything in a dark or like a darker color, or just use more pressure and make the line darker, and then I would actually color in the section really light. So I just loved the way it looked. So I used to always do that. And now I'm lucky to keep things in the lines. Okay, and we actually do have these $2 here, so I'm going to go ahead and add that in here, and let's color in this 2 right here. We'll just go ahead and knock that out. So it says at the end of 30 days we will have $100, which is awesome, and then I will go ahead and deposit that into the high yield, and we'll keep working on the next one. So that is that. Let's put that up there. So we have 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44 going into our savings challenge. All right, and then debt payment, we're actually going to leave this, but I'm curious to see how much is in here, because I forgot about this. I'm going to have to add it, or I'm going to have to deposit it at the end of the month. So it looks like we have $40 here in our debt payment, which is awesome. So I guess we'll continue to keep that. If we have any rollover, we can always add to it, and at the end of the month, I will make that deposit into, money's supposed to be on the other side. I will make that deposit into the account and pay on that debt. So we have put a great dent in that so far. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see our debt journey. I think, do an update in one of the most recent videos. So if you're curious to check that out, but you can also go and see where we started last year. So we've been following our debt really closely since January of last year. So I can definitely link that here if you're curious to see kind of where we started before we sold the house and all that fun stuff, and then kind of where we're at now. So I think we've made great strides. Selling the house was a huge portion of the progress that we made. I won't sugarcoat that at all. It was definitely a great thing for us to do to get us in the position we're in now. So I think we're doing great. And our goal for the month, or for the year, was to put $8,500 towards debt in the year. And I think we've already surpassed that, and it's April. So super excited about the progress that we've made so far. Definitely subscribe so you can follow along on that. And then if you guys have any video suggestions, let me know down below. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.